Good afternoon, Trailblazer fans. Welcome once again inside the TV studio. My name is Jeff Polari, Assistant Athletic Director, here today with head baseball coach Mike Gladu. Coach, thanks for joining us here today.
No worries. Glad to be here.
Excited to see what the season begins. Just a little over a week until the season tips off. But kind of got a late start with you coming on board more or less somewhere around November 1st. Talk about how the transitions worked out for you and some of the challenges.
Well, I think it's interesting when you come to a new program. There's always a learning curve involved with meeting 21 new players, faculty, staff, everything that comes with it. So, you know, there's a little bit of a, you have to take your time and go day by day to get to know everybody's name and put the face on it, and we've done a good job with that, and now the kids, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
For sure.
Taking a look back to last year, another challenging year. I know obviously as I coached the group last year, and then looking ahead to this year in the preseason poll that was just released, not getting a whole lot of respect from the rest of the conference. How do you take that as a coach and use it as a motivator to your players?
Well, first, I think it's hard to predict the future.
Yep.
If I could do that, I'd be playing the daily number every night. So I don't put a lot of weight into it, you know, but I did use it, I think, advantageously, you know, with the players and let them know where everyone thought we were going to be. But again, you know, if I was going to predict the future, I'd be Nostradamus and I'd be a wealthy guy.
Yeah.
So.
Spring sports are always a little bit challenging from a number of different areas, but the one that I always found really challenging was basically a 6 or 7 week indoor practice schedule. You got the season opener next week down in Winter Haven, Florida, the Russ Mat. Talk about what some of your expectations might be and what you hope to get out of that experience down south. You
know, we're really trying to make sure that what we went over in the gym for the last 5 weeks, we can translate onto the dirt, to the field. I think it's, again, going to be a little learning curve. These guys got out yesterday on the turf and they saw green grass, and it was like a new beginning. So, you know, we're going to not struggle, but we're going to have to put some time into, you know, getting used to the fact that we're now on the field. But, you know, going down there and playing a lot of baseball, it kind of weeds itself out, and these guys are athletes. So take a little bit of getting used to, but shouldn't take too long. I think we'll be all right.
9-game slate down in Florida. Open up with SUNY IT with head coach Kevin Edick, who's an alum of ours, which has happened for the last couple of years. Just chat a little bit about how the Florida schedule sets up. Got some good New England opponents, and you got some out-of-region opponents as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We try to pick a schedule where we could be, have some type of, we don't want to make it too easy. We want to challenge our guys because when we get back, it's challenging enough, the conference. So we want to make sure that we're getting our bang for our buck down there in Florida and play teams that will be competitive. And again, you know, win or lose, we're trying to go down there and learn. You know, it's tough when you're playing, you know, 9 games in 10 days, but you have to put it together, and you know, you have to make sure you put the best guys on the field to try and get some W's for sure and get back here.
I would imagine one of the strengths of this year's team will be some of the returners you have off the mound. Let's just talk a little bit about a few of those coming back. Maybe just a one line of what your expectations are. We'll start with sophomore Liam Nolan, who really came on strong at the end of his rookie campaign last year. What are your expectations of Liam? Yeah,
for him, he's a workhorse. He's the kind of kid who, you know, the mental part of the game doesn't affect him. So for, you know, he should be dominating.
Yeah. Todd Hunt, another, he's in his second year now with the program, basketball player, left-handed pitcher, big 6'4", lefty. Talk about what he might bring to the table.
Yeah, unique arm slot for sure. And again, he's left-handed. They're always a little quirky. I'm a left-hander myself, so he brings a little bit more of the element of keeping it as a game. You know, he doesn't get flustered in any way. Things don't seem to bother him, which, you know, in baseball you got to have amnesia, and he certainly, you know, can show that.
Yeah.
I think he'll be good.
A couple other players I would expect to impact some things. Eamon Andre set the single season appearance record last year. Robert Jutras, Ryan Shook, Nate Alabozic. Those are some of the key returners. Just chat a little bit briefly about what you expect out of them.
You know, for Eamon, it's all about innings. The kid can't get enough of them. So you know, we're prepared to throw as many his way. Loves the work. Robert Jutras, another guy who just works his tail off. He's a dual position guy. He's not afraid to do whatever it takes to win. I think that's important. Nate Alabozic returning, going to be in center field for us. Quick kid. Be on hits from the left side, so he's versatile there. And of course, I like Shook at short. Ryan, very into the game of baseball, and he takes it seriously. and never a dull moment with him. So, so it should be fun.
One of the exciting features opening up a new season is seeing what the newcomers bring to the table. Do you have any newcomers that you would expect to make an immediate impact? If so, how?
Yeah, I think Tony Archina, freshman catcher. You know, when you play that many games, you got to have more than one catcher. And as a freshman, he's a go-to kind of kid, very aggressive. So I've been working in the freshman woes with him as far as slowing it down a little bit. But he's going to get a lot of playing time. He's got a nice swing. And the other guy would be Brandon Kelly. He'll be probably a number 4 starter slated there. Got good movement, good stuff. Again, just trying to acclimate himself to college baseball. But I think he's going to get a shot.
Yeah. I know one of the challenges in recent years has just been number of games. I want to say 26 and 27 games the last couple of seasons. The mild winter, obviously, this year sets hope that we'll be able to get a bunch of games in this year. You got a 39-game schedule. I believe it's 39, 38 maybe. Just talk a little bit about the Northern schedule, some of the key MASCAC games you got, and how the Northern schedule shapes up for you this year. Well,
I think any of those conference games are obviously, those are the marquee ones. Those are the ones you have to really compete well and get as many W's as you can. The non-conference games are important as well, but we really want to, there's some tough competition here in this conference, and we want to make sure we turn some heads and let people understand that we're not a last place team.
Yep.
It's not going to happen.
Yep. And as we said a couple times already, season opener, 1 week away, week and a half away, next Friday, March 11th, down at the Russ Mat. Let's take a global picture here of the entire season. What can we really expect? What are your expectations out of the 2016 Trailblazers?
Well, I think the discipline in the program continues. With a new guy at the helm, it doesn't change. So I expect my players to be disciplined, to understand that baseball is built on failure, and you are going to fail more times than you succeed. That's just the nature of the game. There's no other sport like it. But you're going to see a team who works hard from the first pitch to the last, and gets everything out of what they put into it.
Great,
for sure.
Great. Well, there you have it, fans. Coach, I wish you the best of luck. Starting next Friday, SUNY IT down in Winter Haven, Florida. Trailblazer fans, for everything MCLA Athletics, log on to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, or athletics.mcla.edu. Have a great day.